Hi everybody, thank you for checking out my review for this Nosco 16-foot inflatable movie screen. I'm doing a quick review here. I'm going to show you guys, I just got it out of the box. I'm super excited about this, but I'm going to show you guys how to inflate it, and we're going to give it a test run tonight. I am actually really excited about this. I love movies, and movies outside is just awesome. One of the things that I noticed is it's folds up pretty small. I mean, this is not... For how big the movie screen is, this is really easy to carry around. It also does come with the blower, which is nice. And just to show you guys, because I know some of you are going to have the question, how loud is this thing? It's decently loud indoors. So if you're wanting to have this indoors, I don't know that this is the best option for you, but unless it's like maybe a big gym or something like a gymnasium and you can have loudspeakers. So let's go ahead and turn it on. So it's decently loud. I mean, it's not at the point where you're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to hear anything. And keep in mind, we're also about a foot away from it, so it's decently loud. One thing that I did like, though, is I've actually owned some of these for inflatable bounce houses, and they had a really high-pitched whine to it, and it was terrible. And so I was kind of afraid, because it looked the same. I was kind of afraid that was going to be the case. I'm really glad that it's not. It's a lower pitch, so it's not. It doesn't hurt your ears to have it running. I was really impressed also with the quality of the blower. Whoops, let's not knock my stuff over here. I liked even down to the details of having the, if I can focus there. Sorry about the shake. All right, the switch itself is covered, which is awesome because there's always a chance of moisture or humidity, if not, a straight up sprinkler head accidentally spraying on your blower. So it's nice that it's at least somewhat protected. So let's go ahead and take this guy out of the box. Sorry, out of the bag. That's it. I mean, this is a 16-foot movie screen. That's awesome. I think it's 11 feet long by like 6 feet tall. So that's it. That's easy. I mean, you can fold it up pretty decently small. You can fit this in the back of a car. It also comes with a lot of the stakes to hold it in place, and the rope as well. Let me show you something real fast here. This is the instruction book. Man, I am about to knock this tripod over. This is the instruction book. It's pretty easy. There's an exhaust port or a blower port. You put this in, tie it on, and you're good. There's 6 anchor points on it. This is the knot that they tell you to tie. I mean, that's a pretty common knot. I'm going to use some of my Eagle Scout powers, and I'll show you guys how to tie that knot because you want it to be able to adjust to tighten. So we'll summon some of the Eagle Scout powers there, and I'll show you guys when we get this thing out. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to set it up in the daytime, and then I'm going to try it out tonight because I don't have the greatest projector for outdoors. So it's going to have to be pretty dark for it to work. So let's go ahead and get this baby outside, get it set up, and see what we think. All right, so I have this thing laid out. It's getting dark, so now's the perfect time to set it up. I did start to set it up and realize that there's a zipper on the back side, right kind of by where the blower is, and that zipper allows the air to get out so that you can deflate it and put it away quickly and easily, and it was closed. All right, it was open, so it wasn't inflating. So this is our take 2 here. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on and see how well it inflates. It's huge and awesome. That is amazing. All right, you can see it was really easy to inflate once I closed the zipper. Look at this thing. Let me take you on a tour here. You can hear that from about, I don't know, maybe 10 feet away. The blower noise is actually really minimal. That thing is freaking sweet. The one thing that I noticed that I thought was really cool, the fabric, or the screen is actual fabric, which will give you better contrast ratio. But let's go up here. You can see it's actually Velcroed. So you can remove this, remove that fabric, and when you remove it, you can actually clean it, because obviously this thing's on the ground and has a potential to get dirty. You can see it inflates really, really nicely. It's quite firm. It's got great support back here. The quality of the materials is actually really, really nice. The other thing I think that is awesome, so I'm wondering, since this is on the back side here, I think that you might be able to do a rear projection projector back here, project it from this side, and then not have to have the projector in the way. So this is how this is the setup down here. All I did was tie that on, make sure it's tied really well. I mean, this thing is great. Really, really good quality. I don't know. I'm a dork, but I think this thing is super fun. The fabric is nice. It almost feels like a silk. Looks very clean, even after I drug it on the ground. So before it gets too dark, let me show you how to tie this bad boy down, because yeah, that's quite large. Alright guys, sorry, this is the quality is going to get a little worse now that it's getting dark. My computer, or my phone's going to try to compensate for that. So basically what you want to make sure, you attach it just through the loops, through, let's see, those loops right there. Then you're going to drive, let me get this tripod set, I shouldn't have moved it. Then you're going to drive your stake in just like this. Make sure it's not aiming towards the screen. You want to aim it away with the hook aiming down. This is the way I do it. I'm sure lots of other people are going to have other ways of doing it as well. You're going to bring this side through here so it looks just like that. I just loop it twice like this, so it kind of looks like that. Then you're going to bring it around in front and tie it through. And this will allow you to tie a knot. And then you just kind of squeeze it, pinch it together. So this knot here is adjustable. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's pretty. So you can adjust the tension by just sliding it that way. And sorry, I didn't have the other side tied down, so it's moving the whole screen, but you can adjust it that way, and then it stays in place. So that's the knot I use. Everybody uses a different knot. Honestly, you could probably use just a normal square knot and it would be just fine. But that's the way I do it, just because it's easy to do. So again, bring it around this way, 2 loops on that side, swing it around the front like that, and then just make another loop. And it should look like that, where it's got 3 of the loops together. So that's it. And you can crank it down. All right, so hopefully you saw that. I couldn't see if I was in the way or not. So I'm really, really impressed with the screen. I'm really impressed with the quality of it. The size of it is awesome. It's really, really nice. So the last thing that I have to do is test the picture quality. Keep in mind that the projector I'm going to use is not an HD projector. It's a teeny tiny little portable projector that will make my life a lot easier. So I'll kind of give you an idea what it's based on, or what it looks like based on a comparison between this screen and the professional screen that I have inside. So I'll be right back with you. Let me set that up. All right. Sorry guys for the grainy footage here. It's dark and my camera's going to try to compensate with a high ISO, so it'll be pretty grainy. I want to show you though how well this thing works. I want you to pay attention more to the, let me get a little closer so you can see. The colors are awesome. The contrast ratio is great. The only issue is it's out of focus, and that's because my projector is not made to go this big. So darn it, I'm gonna just have to buy a new projector. So it's a good excuse, right? Let me show you. It works great for a rear projection like this, or for a front projection. This is what it would be like if it was in the front. I can't really focus because the projector can't, but look at how awesome the quality is. If you have a stronger projector than I do, this one's only like 1300 lumens. If you have a stronger projector, you won't have any issues getting good quality as a rear projection. The screen is really, really great, guys. I think that you are going to be super happy with it. Whether you want it as for professional use, rent this thing out and set it up, or if you're like me and just want to goof around in the backyard, this thing is perfect. Goes up and down super easy. I love that you can take the screen off and wash it, because it is white and you want to keep it that way, but you're going to be outside and in the dirt, so it's awesome that you can do that. I really have no complaints. Yeah, it has a blower. Everything inflatable will have a blower, but it's not that loud of a blower, and a good stereo system, which you want anyway when you're watching a movie, will compensate for that easily. So all in all, I am really happy. I'm going to give this a very enthusiastic 5 stars. I think you guys will be thrilled too. So if you're looking for a good quality screen, this is definitely one I would recommend.